tweeting a lot, and I just read what you tweeted about People Live, which I think you saw recently. And I'm quoting you, you said that everybody should watch this film. It's comedy, tragedy, khulasa, sansani, breaking news, okay? That sounds very much like something you would say. Salman, your peers, people of your age, people of, you know, your colleagues who started more or less at the same time, seem to be doing different kind of work, okay?
Right.
Are you tempted to, are you watching the fact that they're doing different things, supporting different things, and are you in your comfort zone? Because the kind of cinema you're doing, while when it works like magic.
Right.
It's still slightly old-fashioned cinema, isn't it?
No, not really. I think the cinema that I'm doing is, everybody's doing that kind of cinema, but the cinema that I'm doing is, cinema is what? Entertainment. I am entertaining people. If I want to give a message, if I want to do something, I will come out and give an interview. It will take me 30 seconds to give a message across. I would not want to spend, you know, three hours or 2.5 hours in a movie and to get that message across. I would have a conference, I would have a chat with, you know, how you guys have this chat, I would do that. But, for example, People Life, yeah, it was an entertaining film. So, if you are going to give a message via entertainment, that's all good. But if you're going to do a Rone Dhone ka film, and it's not a commercial film, then you're watching like a documentary. And you might as well tweet, you might as well come on Facebook, you might as well come on a news channel and stand up there and say, this is wrong. But nobody does that. In fact, they want to just go and make a film. And I don't see there's any difference between the kind of films that I am doing or anybody else is doing. I mean, you just take, there's a Wanted, okay, Honest Cop. I mean, come on, what better than that? A film on men, Veer, which is totally respecting his father, giving his life for his father and for his community, for his tribe, for his friends, whatever. Yeah, fighting for the right. Then there was London Dream, sacrifices everything for his best friend.
Except the girl.
Yeah, that was a big, and I had this discussion. Yeah? I had this discussion. The point of view that came was, no matter what, this girl is not going to go to him. So the backstory is that he's told her, not to come with.
But it's her decision.
Yeah, it's her decision eventually. I mean, she could be there, she could not be married, and she could just be there. So two people lose out on her. One is he and one is me. So that is when, that's how she comes back, which people obviously didn't understand that. And that film, there's another thing that went wrong, that everybody knew that what Ajay Devgan's whole character was and how badly he wanted Wembley Stadium.
Yours didn't have much motivation.
The only person who did not know was me. I did a film called Mary Mrs. Khanna. Okay? He's doing everything for supporting his wife. He has to leave that, he's left his parents just to see that this girl from an Anath ashram he falls in love with her, gets married to her. She and he have a problem because he's not doing well. And the reason he's getting irritable and he's getting messed up in the head is because he cannot give her the luxuries of life, and he goes some other place to get married.
So
and then the girl finds somebody else. He falls in love with her. She does not fall in love with her. She thinks of him to be a good friend. So that is Hindustani Sabhyata. Then he comes back. Now when somebody comes back and he finds this closeness, and especially when the other person is giving an impression that he's had something to do with the wife, how would he react? He reacts in a very mature fashion. So this, if you call this, commercial cinema, that means I don't think you're watching my films correctly, or I think I'm doing them wrong. I think I should.
I've watched all these 4 films you've talked about, okay?
But you must have never seen this aspect of it.
No. The point I'm saying is that it's clear that you see cinema as entertainment, you see cinema as passing on certain messages, about the good character. You're always doing the good guy and the right moral decisions in the movies. Right. My question is that if you see people...
All the things that I cannot do in my personal life, I do in cinema.
You said it, not me. Okay, so you just mentioned People Live. We know Tare Zameen Par worked.
Yes.
Okay, slightly small film, slightly non-formulaic given the Hindi cinema context.
There is nothing like a small film.
I'm just saying that do you want to do something that goes out of the kind of movies that you have been making?
See, what I want to do is when somebody, with all this mehengai and all that stuff, when somebody buys a ticket, I want him to go inside, have a blast and come out.
Okay.
I want, with all the dukh and all the sorrow and all the mehanga and all the garibi, all the problems in their house, you know, I just want when they go to see a film, they should come out, yaar, paisa vasool. That is my only intention.
Okay, so some of these people are going to be watching this interview.
Yep.
Tell me that wanted dialogue now. I just love it. You know which one I'm talking
Which
about. Come on, how can you not know? You kept saying it through the film. जब मैं commitment देता हूँ.
अच्छा, एक बार जो मैंने commitment कर दी, उसके बाद तो मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुनता.
That is so cool.